And among those other guys who decided to have bands was bassist Walter Page, whose Blue Devils eventually displaced Jesse Stone's band as the most popular in the area. Bill Basie had some cards printed saying, "Beware, the Count is here," and joined Page's band in the months before the Wall Street crash of 1929. And then, as Kansas City's nightlife roared on, almost untouched by the country's financial crisis, he moved to the band led by Benny Moton.
A lot of things happened with that band. One thing I found out a lot of things about tempos. Not bad, but it's a great tempo town band. And they know just where to put a lot of things. Benny knew where to put a lot of things, you know. And Benny taught me quite a few things, you know. I just listening to him.
Bandbox Shuffle from Count Basie's first record session with the Benny Moton Band in October 1929, with Ira Buster Moton, the leader's cousin, on accordion, and a future member of Basie's own orchestra, Eddie Durham, on guitar. With Basie, Durham, and Moton himself on its arranging staff, the band began to produce music rivalled only by that of Duke Ellington for its blend of tone colours, swing, and dramatic contrasts between sections. The band was further strengthened when bassist Walter Page broke up his orchestra to join Moton, and together they went off on tour across the USA, from New York to Washington and back to Kansas City. Increasingly, Basie's piano playing became a more and more important component of the band's sound, as Village Voice critic Gary Gideon suggests.
I think you hear Basie's development, certainly as a pianist with the Moton Band, but you also hear what he elected to keep and what he got rid of. For example, if you listen to Moton's Blue Room, which is maybe his most celebrated record, it ends with an exhilarating series of riff choruses. Well, nobody did more with orchestral riffs than Count Basie. But on the other hand, there's a lot of Baroque writing in there, which he cut out. Just as he cut out, on some of the piano solos, you can hear the Earl Hines influence, but he cut that away. He cut the fullness of the Fats Waller influence away. I mean, Basie's primary genius is to pare away and make everything revolve around the time. And the other thing that he takes and creates really by himself that Moton has only an inkling of is that very solid 4/4 time, because like most of the territory bands, Moton leans toward a sort of 2-beat. Walter Page is already in the band, but when Walter Page joins with Basie, then it becomes a very deliberated 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is such a modern sound. It's no wonder that all the beboppers just, loved it instantly. They didn't see anything old hat about Basie because that is the essence of jazz time.
Blue Room, Benny Moton's Kansas City Orchestra, showing many of the characteristics that were eventually to define Count Basie's own bands.